Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tiny Learn Hub and welcome back to our SQL interview series. In this previous episode of this series, we learned how to find the duplicate records. Okay, but imagine your manager now says that great, we have found the duplicates, now delete them. Sounds easy, right? So here's the problem. If you write the wrong delete query, you could delete every record, include the original. So today's question is, how do you delete the duplicate records safely in SQL? So we'll use the row number to identify which record to keep and which record to delete. So let's get started. Now in here I have created one table, that is customer 20. Let me drop this one and try to create another table. So in here I have inserted some records. There are some duplicate records as well. Okay, let's come to our query and see in here. So we can see the customer table. So this is our customer 20 table. It should look like this. And as you see, we have some customer ID, customer name and emails in this particular table. And just like the episode 19, some email address appears multiple times. So as you see, the Rahul at the rate Gmail and there is Priya at the rate Gmail. This appears twice, thrice, this time. So our goal is simple: keep our records and remove the unwanted duplicates. So in here we need to find the duplicate first. Okay. So for that one, before deleting anything, we need to know what kind of duplicates are there, how many duplicates are there. So we can use the same approach from episode 19. There is group by plus having count. We have to use that one. This tells us how which email address have multiple records, but we still don't know which specific row should be deleted, and that's where the row number comes in. So as I execute this query, as you see, we can't see any kind of records, means which records we need to delete. Okay, you can see the count but not the particular deletion of that record, how which I need to perform on that perform on that values. Now here comes another query into that picture, that is this one. Okay. Yeah. Now in here, so we are going to, number the records inside each email group first. So partition by email, this is the line. This lines means that start a new numbering sequence for every email, and order by customer ID tells that this is a order by customer ID. This line tells us that SQL which records comes first. Okay. So for Rahul at the rate gmail.com, this email ID we have in our table. So we might get that customer ID 1, row number is 1, customer number 4, row number is 2, customer number 8, row number is 3, like this way. So the first record is our record to keep, and the remaining record are duplicate. So let me execute the query. Yeah. So as I executed, as you see, the row numbers are here. Yeah, right this way. Now, row number is basically, if you keep that row number equals to 1, keep, and if I, row number is greater than 1, so it is duplicate. Okay, so this gives us that very simple rule, like we have the row number 1, it means keep the record, greater than 1, duplicate, it is duplicate. So before we even think about the delete, we can preview that exactly what would be deleted. That's comes into the picture. Now in here we have written another query for that one. So this is a query. So this is probably the most important part of today's episode. Okay. Don't write the delete query first. Write the select first. We are selecting where row number is greater than 1. Okay. So we can see exactly which records are going to be removed. Look at the result. If the result is correct, only then should we convert this into a delete operation, and this simple habit can save you from very expensive production mistake. So first, let me run this one. Yeah, as you see, I got these records. Okay. Now I have another query for this one. So this is the query. Okay. Yeah, this is a query. Now here that we have verified the records, we can safely perform the delete operation. Then where row number is greater than 1 identifies the duplicates. We take their customer ID and then the outer delete removes only those records. Okay, those IDs. Notice what we are not doing here. We are not saying that delete every customer whose email is duplicated, because that could be, delete the original record too. So we are specially deleting the records that we have row number is greater than 1. Let me execute this one. Okay. Now I have another query to verify. Okay. Verify and then the select query. Now after deleting that records, means after the delete operation we perform, don't just assume every records. Okay, everything is worked. Don't just assume that one. Just verify it first from your end. First, let's look into the remaining record. Let me execute this one. Okay. Yeah. Now then we can run our duplicate check again. Okay, if the second query returns no results, no rows, then we are successfully removed the duplicate emails. So this is our select query for the table after delete operation, and this is the query for the select operation after delete. So we don't see any kind of records, so it is good. Now there is some interview question from, like, it can arise from here, like which record should we keep? Older record, newest record, record with highest ID, or business defined records? Here's another important question comes, like which duplicate record should you keep? There's no universal answer. In our example, we are keeping the records with the smallest customer ID. But in a real application, you might want like the newest record, the oldest record, the record with the most recent updated date, and or the record based on some business rule. So that's why this part matters. Order by customer ID. So the ordering determines which row receives row number is equals to 1. Okay. Change the ordering and you change which record gets kept. Now, there is one interview cheat sheet also I shared yesterday. So for that one, you need to, if I want to find any kind of duplicate, okay, if I want to find the duplicates, then I have to go for group by plus having. Now, if I want to identify which row to keep, in here we need to go for row number, not partition by, only row number. Okay. If I want to check row number is equals to 1, okay, then I have to keep it. If I see row number is greater than 1, then I need to do delete. If I see that before delete we need to select plus verify. So this is the cheat sheet. Okay. Here's the you need to find the duplicate first using having plus group by. Okay. Group by plus having. Sorry. Group by plus having. Identify the individual duplicate rows using row number. Okay. Then you need to keep the first records where row number equals to 1 and identify the duplicates where row number greater than 1. And after that, most importantly, select first, then verify, then delete. Okay, this is the sequence you need to follow. Now here comes the interview series. Before that, I want to give you the core concept of these duplicate records. Okay, so this is a concept. So what do you understand today? Duplicate records, if we check the row number, how many duplicate records are there? If it is 1, keep. If it is greater than 1, delete. So this is the cheat code. Okay, and if you, for the safety rule, first you need to select, then you need to do the preview, then verify, then delete, and then verify again. So follow these steps. After that, you don't face any kind of issue be after that delete operation. Okay. Now here come the interview challenges for you guys. So use the same table, or if you want you can use your own customer table as well. So if I see that duplicate equals to same customer name plus email, keep the records with smallest customer ID. I repeat, if you see that duplicate is equals to the same customer name plus email, you need to keep the record with smallest customer ID and delete all other duplicates. Then verify that no duplicates remain. There is some bonus challenge for you guys as well, that is write a query that shows which records would be deleted before actually deleting them. Okay, now this is the bonus problem for you guys. Now pause the video and try it yourself. Write a select query that shows exactly which records would be deleting before you actually delete that. Okay, remember this one. Now I'll put the solution into the pin comment. And that's how you safely delete the duplicated records in SQL. Remember, this is the thing. First, you need to find. Then you need to do rank. Then you need to do preview. Then you need to do delete. And then you need to do verify. So this is the sequence. Don't blindly run the delete comment, delete query against production data. Don't. And if you want more practical SQL interview problems like this, subscribe to our SQL interview series and our YouTube channel as well. Till then, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.